Did it hurt when you lost your virginity? How do you feel about sneaky links? If I can't walk around screaming that you my man, we don't need to be in my bed. How do you feel about sex toys? What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl J Monroe, and I am back at it again with another video. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to my channel. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and join the J Monroe mob. I promise you're gonna love it over here. Now, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, today is going to be a girl talk Q&A. I haven't done, well, no, actually I have done a girl talk recently. What am I talking about? I made like a little poll or whatever on Instagram and asked you guys to ask me some of your girl talk questions, and you guys sent in some questions that let's just say I wasn't expecting. But I mean, if y'all like it, I love it. I'm definitely here to answer them. So let's just get straight into the video. I'm not gonna waste no time. So the first question, well, the first one I see right here is, how do you feel about your boyfriend having a girl best friend? Now, I see like people talk about this a lot on social media, and me personally, don't shoot the messenger, this is just my opinion. I personally do not have a problem with it. I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you should trust them enough to know that it's no funny business going on, that, you know, it's nothing shady going on, that friendship is completely platonic, and that they not, you know, somewhere getting freaky, somewhere sneaking around behind your back. And the reason I feel this way is because I actually do have like male friends that I'm very close to, that I consider like best friends, and our friendship is just that, a friendship. So I do understand that a male and a female can be friends without there being any type of feelings, without y'all flirting with each other. We've never kissed, we've never done any of that. So I definitely feel like it's okay, but I do understand why some females would like be against it, and why some guys would be against it, because there definitely are cases. I definitely have heard stories of people cheating and covering it up with the, oh, that's my best friend, oh, that's my sis. Yeah, when that's really not their sis, because y'all are doing stuff that siblings would never do. It would just be nasty. So I don't know, I feel like you should definitely talk with your partner on it. You should probably definitely meet the person just so you can like fill it out and kind of see like how they vibe with each other. But I don't know, I don't think that anything bad could come from it. The other question is, can exes go back to being friends? No, capital N-O, no, they cannot go back to being friends. Trust it just doesn't work. Like, once you guys have those feelings for each other, trying to go back to being friends is just a disaster waiting to happen. The only one single like exemption or any reason I would say for you guys trying to be friends is if you guys have a child together, because then there's a reason for you guys to still be in, well, you guys still have to be in each other's lives and still should be trying to be in each other's lives for the sake of your child. So therefore it would make sense for you guys to just try to form a friendship. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know if somebody's shooting fireworks. It was a party going on earlier, and I don't know if y'all can hear these, but they're going crazy with the fireworks right now. So I know, I wish they would shut up, it's so rude. But anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. No, unless you guys have a kid together, there's no reason for us to be friends. Like, think about it like this, right? You plant a tree, everybody knows a tree grows from a seed. Just like a relationship, it usually starts as a friendship. Relationships grow from friendships, right? But answer me this, can that tree ever go back to a seed? No, it's a tree, it's been a tree. When you walk past that tree, it's always going to be a tree. No matter what, you guys will always have those type of feelings for each other. And think about it like this, how y'all gonna go back to being friends? How you gonna feel when they get into a relationship and y'all are friends? You can't tell me that's not gonna rub you some type of way. It is, and it's okay. when you break up with somebody, that relationship, I feel, needs to just end right there. Y'all need to cut it out. Like, it's really nothing else to it. I don't know what more to say about that one. Like, damn, they are going crazy with the fireworks. A lot of questions about relationships. Advice on long distance relationships. Me personally, I have never been in a long distance relationship. I feel like with long distance relationships, communication is key to everything. Like, I feel like communication needs to be strong, like the strongest, because honestly that's kind of somewhat all y'all have. And I feel like a good thing to do in long distance relationship, mind you, I've never been in one, I just know people who have done it, and these are some of the things that happened that I feel like is part of what made it work. I feel like you kind of gotta, you know, you gotta get a little creative. Like, don't be scared to, instead of sending a text, sometimes write them a letter. Especially, like, I know I have always wanted to get a love letter like people do in movies, you know. Write, if you would do in a long distance relationship, or even if you a girl, like, write them a letter. Send, I don't know, send postcards. Like, just do creative things. Mail them flowers, have flowers sent to their house, sometimes have gifts sent to their house, just to keep the spark going, because it can be a lot harder when you guys aren't in the same area, so you guys probably can't go on dates that often. If you can, like, if you're financially able to, and if it's possible, sometimes visit them. Like, try to plan to visit each other a lot, or to vacation together a lot. Like, y'all could both catch a flight and meet at a distant location. I feel like I saw this meme, well, not this meme, this quote, and it was like, vacationing together is a different type of love language. And I feel like that is so true. Like, vacationing together as a couple is just it's just chef's kiss. Like, it's just awesome. Next question. How do you feel about sneaky links? Again, don't shoot the messenger, don't shoot the talker. This is just me personally. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. I don't like sneaky links. I don't like me personally, I don't like having sexual relations with people that I'm not with. Like, if I can't walk around screaming that you my man, we don't need to be in my bed. Okay? And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I mean, to each his own, do what you want to do. I don't do it. I don't recommend it. I have seen them go horribly. Sometimes they end really bad. Somebody catches feelings. It's a mess. It could just be a mess. How do you cope? They weren't really too specific with this question, so I'm just assuming you mean like, how do I cope with like sadness and things like that. And I would say the way that I cope is like trying to keep yourself busy. I feel like if you're in a space where your mental health isn't all that great and you're feeling sad or feeling down, if you're not keeping yourself busy and you're just kind of sitting around bored with nothing to do, of course you're just going to think about the reason why you're sad. So I feel like a good way to cope is really just staying busy. Like, when I know this probably doesn't really sound like coping, but working for me is coping, whether that's on my business or doing videos, like recording and stuff, or even doing new hobbies. Like, sometimes even just getting cute, doing my makeup, getting dressed. Even if I have no plans to go nowhere, I'm not going out anywhere. Sometimes, you know, when you look good, you feel good, and that's true. If you look good, for me personally, if I look good, I'm gonna feel better. Like, you know, nobody's gonna cry after their makeup done. Well, at least I'm not gonna cry after my makeup's done. You know, you're gonna roll them eyeballs back, pat them tear ducts, and keep it pushing. Trying new things. Like, I recently just got into coloring. I'm not good. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I'm not an artist. I'm not Picasso, but I mean, shit, it's fun. So I be doing it. Doing my hair. Just, I don't know, different things. Like, whatever will keep you like up and busy, moving to the point where you're focused on something besides whatever it is that's got you down, I feel like is a good way to cope. I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting this one. Did it hurt when you lost your virginity? Yes, it did. It hurt really, 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 really bad, but but I mean, like, well, let me not jazz it. It hurts, but it's not anything crazy. Like, it's not anything unbearable. I really did not expect that question. I'm sorry, but I mean, it hurts, but it's, you know, it goes away. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain the feeling, but I don't know, you just, your body just has to adjust to what's happening, because it's never felt that before. So of course it's gonna hurt. That's why I feel like it's important that you lose your virginity to somebody who, you know, cares about you, so that they're not just like, so that while it's happening, they're trying to make it as painless as possible, instead of just, you know, putting the train through the tunnel without a care in the world. You know, you want somebody that's going to try to make the experience as smooth as possible for you. Advice on how to relieve period cramps. This is a girl talk for real, and honestly, all I could say to this one is I wish I knew. I really do. I wish I could answer this question for you, and I should be asking y'all this, because I cramp very, very, very badly. It's like, it's literally, I feel like my cramps hit a 10. You know how you go to the doctor and they ask you your pain scale? I really feel like it's a 10, and no, I'm not being dramatic. Like, it gets to the point where I throw up. I can't eat. It's just, it's a mess. The only thing I found that's helped is like Midols, like the actual, matter of fact, let me show you, because I keep them by my bed. They're these right here. Oh, there it goes, the focus. They're these right here. They're those right there. Most I could say is I just pop one of those and stay in bed legitimately the entire first 2 days, because it's too much for me. Do you recommend shaving or waxing for your down there area? Me personally, now I get waxes. I did used to shave, and I feel like, well, one, I feel like it kind of depends on your age. Obviously, if you're around like 13, 14, I would recommend shaving. If you're like a little bit older, I started waxing, I think, when I was 17, and then I stopped around COVID, and I just recently started going back. But I do recommend waxing, just because it gives you that, like, that really, really smooth, just hairless feel, and it lasts a lot longer. It exfoliates, and I don't know, you don't have to worry about razor bumps or anything like that. I just feel like waxing is just easier. It kind of felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders, because for me, shaving, it literally lasted like, it would last like a couple days or a week or so. I just feel like that was the easiest thing to do. Okay, how do you become confident with your body type? How do you become confident with your body type? This is actually not the easiest question for me to answer, because I guess you could say, in a place where I'm not the most in love with my body. I mean, there's nothing like, I don't hate my body or anything. It's just, you know, it's things that I would like to change, which is why, you know, I'm in the gym and stuff like that. But I would say, just really, one, I would say wearing clothes that make you feel comfortable. Like, you know, what looks good on somebody else, you may not feel looks good on you. And I feel like a lot of times, as like females or as women, we tend to let that make us feel insecure. Like, if like, oh, why doesn't that dress look the way on her that it looks on me? And that's because she's her and you're you. Certain things you wear may not look the same on that person. It's just, you know, that's just the way it is. I feel like you have to find ways to dress that make you feel comfortable and feel like you're showing off the parts of your body that you want to show off, and not showing off the parts that you don't want to show off. And it's okay to not want to show every part of your body. That's completely fine, you know. If you're just learn to dress to what suits your body type. Try out different styles. Maybe you like wearing baggy clothes, maybe you like wearing crop tops and shorts and tight dresses, maybe like long dresses, short dresses. Whatever will make you feel the most comfortable in your body, I feel like is the best thing. Sorry y'all, my camera turned off, but I think the question that I was on was, what is your biggest regret in relationships? And I would say my biggest regret in relationships, I'm assuming you mean like really like boyfriend girlfriend relationship, and my biggest regret would be staying too long. I would say that would be my biggest regret in my last relationship, which I'm pretty sure that's the question you're trying to ask. My biggest regret would be staying too long. I definitely feel like in relationships it's important to know when the relationship has ended. Especially as women, I feel like we tend to stay longer than we should, just because of the feelings we have and the memories, and thinking that it will get back to what it was. But just know, like, you know, as women, we have an intuition, and your intuition is going to tell you when the relationship is over and it's time to leave. And you have to listen to it and go and leave when you know the relationship is ended, when you know the spark has died, when you know that the feelings are not there. Like, trust me, you know, like, if you're in a relationship and you feel like it's time to leave, then it is. Like, don't second guess yourself. Just in the relationship and time, and just let time tell, let life tell if it's meant to be. Like I always say, if it's meant to be, you guys will find your way back to each other again. So, you know, don't worry about, oh, if I leave now, what if he was the one for me, and if I never see him again? If he was the one for you, you guys will find each other again. You know, he may be the one for you. It's just this may not be y'all time, or y'all may have had y'all time and now it's time for y'all to take a break, and maybe years later y'all get back together. Maybe y'all won't, but when it's time to leave, just leave, because if you stay, it'll only get worse, and you're only setting yourself up for a bigger heartbreak. Pads or tampons? I'm a pad girl, always have been. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've used a tampon. They're just, it's not that anything's wrong with them, they just literally weren't for me. Like, I just didn't like them. I didn't like the feeling. They weren't comfortable. I didn't like changing them. Like, it was just it's a lot of work to change them. A pad is just a lot easier. It's a lot more simple. I know that you can swim and like run and jump and do all that other shit with tampons, but it's like, when I'm on my period, I just be wanting to lay down anyway, so it don't make a difference to me. How do you feel about sex toys? Now, as I said before, I'm a single woman who, you know, I'm currently, what's the word, abstinent. I guess that's the word for when you're not having sex with another person. I'm currently abstinent, and I'm gonna say it here first, I'm a big advocate for sex toys if you're of age. Wait, hold on, my friend's calling me. Okay. Norca just called me out, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said before, I'm a big advocate for, well, I don't want to say advocate, I'm not a spokesperson for sex toys, but you know, I feel like if you're of age, use them. And that's really all I'm gonna say about it. How do you stop feeling insecure? I feel like a good way to stop feeling insecure is to fake it until you make it. What's that scene from Euphoria where Maddie is doing Lexi's makeup and she's like talking to her about confidence, and she's like feeling stupid. She's like, what does she say? Oh, she's like, the thing about confidence is nobody knows if it's real or not. And that is so true. And you know, I'm not saying completely fake it, but the more you kind of start to just fake confidence, the more real it'll become, if that makes sense. I have a whole other video on like confidence and everything and how to not be insecure. I'll link that like somewhere. But I'm back. There were also a lot of questions on how to get over your ex, or how to get over like a breakup, and I decided that I'm gonna make that an entirely separate video because I have a lot to say about that topic, and trust me, your girl is speaking from experience. So yeah, and I felt like that was too long. Like I had too much to say to just put that into this. I had too many, you know, too many tips to drop to put that into this video. So stay tuned for that video. But that concludes the end of this girl talk Q&A. Let me know if you guys like this video in the comments. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at _JAYY.Monroe_. So then that way, next time I do a Q&A, y'all can ask me some more questions. Why do I always get out of breath on my outro? Like, am I talking too fast? I don't know, y'all. Let me know. But for some reason, I'm always out of breath when I'm doing my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the J Monroe mob. Remember, it's J Monroe mob or no mob. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked